Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
As I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game, they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll run the counter. Swamped immediately.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Changing the routes with his receivers. The give to the back. There he goes.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense putting points on the board.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Stopped right there.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Raiola to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Trying to convert the 3rd down. Here's Raiola. Unloads in the nick of time.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Trying to make one miss. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And here he comes out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He wants to take the top off. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Smothers. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Oh, pressure's coming. Breaks loose. Turning it on. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. They want to run this quarterback. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. It couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose him.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. Caught. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. And his throw is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making the adjustment. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Raiola to throw. They're all over him. And down he goes.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town.
Red 54, red 54. Freeze, freeze.
To the air, it's Raiola. Rush right in his face. He'll pull it down. Avoids the punishment with the slide, and a good gain on that run.
Tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
From the gun on third down, Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
On that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
The kick is on its way. Making his first move. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Hits inside, it's Smothers. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Pulls it in, it's Townsend. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's an easy completion to the tight end on a stick route, but that play later they could pump and then hit the tight end going up the seam for a big one.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, and Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd down to the air. Under pressure. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Rebels offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick give. It's Lacey. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Stay up, stay up.
That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Burrowing for yardage. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Lacey. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. He just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater. And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Third and long coming up. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Kane. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Straight ahead, it's Lacey. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Ready. Blue, 22, shift. Go.
Raiola. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, we know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need 1 more on 3rd and 7. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag.
Here we go. Ready. Square.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Finds his target down the middle. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of it. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Ready. Fire. Jet. Under. Ready, go.
It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They go back to the hot hand. They fed him on this drive. They want to get touches to their wide receiver, the guy that can really change the game with his speed on the outside. Nice job being aggressive in the red zone. I say aggressive, getting to the edge quickly with that little touch pass, get it to your playmaker, and let him get a little bit of yardage.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Caught! They will score! Touchdown, Rebels!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Drops back on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Finds his man. It's Townsend. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Smothers. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw one first. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. That one just came off his hand badly.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll move the tight end. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Bunch formation for these receivers. Got an alley. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throwing Raiola. Rushes on. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
just enough time for one final play in this half. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Look out! Avoids the pressure and gets away. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 19 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Demon Deacons with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Still looking. He's dropped.
This quarterback's showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble. And while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to get it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. With the catch, it's Terry. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Quarterbacks have got to play fast. If they know you're throwing from the pocket an empty set, you know you're not getting a lot of extra help in pass protection, right? No running backs, no tight ends helping out these offensive linemen. I think that's a play the quarterback has got to do a better job just getting the ball a hair sooner.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The run inside. It smothers. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a first and goal. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Making the adjustment on the play.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85. Go, go.
Here's Raiola to throw. Extending the play. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
Ready, ready. Black 88. Black 88. Western, Western. Ready, go.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Oh, pressure's coming. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Left side is Townsend. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Townsend. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. From the gun, it's Smothers. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Out wide right, it's Terry. Touchdown, Longhorn! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. On the run, it's Lacey. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quarterback changing the play. Here's Raiola to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. This quarterback part of their running game. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
They punted away on 4th down. Looking for room. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Going for the big play. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Smothers. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is one of those where you go, oof. You start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead, +2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back, put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Down 2 scores in the fourth, the defense did its job to get the ball back, and now the offense has to make it pay off. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Raiola holds on, it's Lacey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Third down coming up after that completion. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, and when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They booted away on fourth down. On the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. From the gun. Going over the top. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Now this offense is back on the field. Throwing Raiola. Back's got it on the screen. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Left side is Alexander. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
The Rebels are marching down the field.
Here we go. Ready? Hey, move. Move.
He's changing the play. Here's Raiola to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Pass protection has been a problem all night long, and now it's 2nd and a mile.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Raiola from the gun on 3rd down. Gonna take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Return. Hydro. Slap. Ready, go.
4th down, Raiola. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Wingo. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Sends it back in motion. Drops back on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Offense getting set for first down.
Check, check. 28, 29 belts. 28, 29 belts. Go, go.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Turns it upfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Wants to throw one first. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top on second down. This time it's complete. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Hey, move.
RPO complete to open the drive. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10.
Red 54, red 54. Flash, flash. Go, go.
Here's Raiola to throw. He's taking a deep shot. A full dive to haul that one in. And the Rebels want to move quickly. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Again, it's Raiola. A shot toward the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.